Greetings. This is Reverend Michelle Freeman. I neglected to mention in my answer to the first question of this question and answer session what I did in the secular world before or simultaneously as I entered into pastoral ministry. For over 10 years, I worked for Internal Revenue Service at the Service Center in Austin, Texas, which serves the 5 surrounding states of Texas. And I helped process tax returns, served as a data entry clerk, and finally, I served as a tax auditor for the Federal Unemployment Tax Act program. I worked for the Internal Revenue for a total of 10 years. I then entered into the logistics profession, working as a dispatcher for an overnight shipping company based in Austin, Texas, and I also worked as a courier for this company and a logistics supervisor and operations manager. And then I worked for UPS Logistics Group in the Dallas-Fort Worth area as a warehouse manager and a logistics supervisor for the dispatch department. After we moved to Houston, I entered into the profession of office assistant, office manager, administrative assistant, and executive assistant in the medical field. Specifically, I supported a group of physicians in the physical medicine and rehabilitation departments of the University of Texas Health Science Center at Houston and the Baylor College of Medicine. I also worked as a office manager for the vice chairman of the Department of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation at the University of Texas Health Science Center at Houston. I worked for 5 years as an executive assistant at MD Anderson Cancer Center, which is a part of the University of Texas Health Science Center at Houston. I did medical office work for over 13 years, and in my previous profession as a logistics supervisor, I did that for over 11 years. At the time when I was called to pastor Parkside Community United Church of Christ in Saukville, Wisconsin in January of 2018, I was employed with MD Anderson Cancer Center in Houston. I have had an amazing career in the secular world in 3 different fields: logistics, internal revenue, and in the medical field in the Texas Medical Center. All of these positions gave me grounding and helped support me as I was listening for the call on my life for pastoral ministry from the one who created me and has created us all. It was an honor and a pleasure to serve for all of the companies that I worked for over the years, dating all the way back to a high school student whose first job was as a proof operator. For those of you that don't know what proof is, it's the people that encode the checks and do the deposits for your bank accounts. I worked for what was then Texas Commerce Bank and what is now Chase Bank. I also worked for what is now Bank of America. And then after graduating from high school, that is when I went into working for Internal Revenue. God has been good to me. God has blessed me on this journey, and it would be an humble honor and privilege to be your new senior minister at First Congregational Church in Riverside, California. May God bless each of you